Hello there, this is SD, I hope you're well. We are going to try today to get to win number 14, which will put us halfway to another cycle. We won NGC last time out, it was extremely easy. It won't be so easy on Stealth C, because Stealth C is not the best ship in the game like NGC is, but in fact it's one of the definitely less good ships in the game. It is the notorious ship that has neither shields, and it's a stealth ship, but you don't have cloaking. So what's stealthy about it? It's the camouflage, which definitely works in space. The ship's not actually that awful in my opinion, because the weapons are fast, but it's still definitely got problems. We want to get 25 scrap to get a weapon buffer, to keep that up in case they take a point of damage, and then we want to save for shields. We do have quite a lot of stuff we can sell, if necessary. I think this ship starts with about 60-ish scrap worth of stuff to sell. Yep, 30 plus 17, yeah, it's 62, because shield drone is 30, anti-drone is 17, long-range scanners are 16. Ideally, you get the shield without selling any of those things, but you know, that's difficult to do. We are definitely not going into an asteroid field with this ship. Let's check this out. It's nothing. We're not going there either. Take this will all but certainly, unless it's a auto ship that is fleeing a forward scout and gives a low scrap reward, or some other event that gives a low scrap reward, it's guaranteed to give us enough scrap to get to 25. Switch that stupid thing. Actually, if we do this, they'll just die. Get you out of there. I'm gonna vent them now, because they don't have any useful skills. In fact, they have, like, the Rock has the tiniest bit of weapon skill. Just vent them and get them back at full health. Let's take a quick look. Okay, there's no store, so let's do this. That doesn't see anything. I can't. That'll get taken over. Nah, we're gonna go here. Go forward. We're not surrendering to slavers. Give us the high scrap reward. Fuck off with your dodging. Oh yeah, there's no arrow. Get you out of there, because we don't want to have the clone bay get hit or something like that. Why did I shoot there? No, we're not accepting a human. I can't buy shields with a human. It's not an accepted form of currency. And yeah, we're gonna go down here. Take some jumps in the nebula, try to spot as much as we can. Okay, I'm gonna just vent you again because there's no reason not to. You could, on this ship, vent your auction to below 50% to take advantage of the smart targeting and try to redirect shots onto O2. I don't like doing that on this ship because your repair is not that great. And I find that often because I have a clone bay that I'm going into battles with my crew not at full health. Like here I'm getting them back because they have no skill that's useful, but I find that it doesn't take that long to get up enough skill that you don't want to do that generally. But it is definitely an argument that you could make that at the beginning of the run, when you don't have any useful skill on the crew, that you should vent oxygen to below 50%. That should redirect shots towards oxygen and away from the things that will be on smart targeting, which will be basically weapons and drones. Drones, assuming you will be on the smart targeting list if you have a drone up, which at the beginning of the run you very definitely should in basically all fights, unless you're like fighting that one Mantis ship that only has an ion star. Since we have no shields, these two weapons are basically the same thing, except the Lido is slightly faster. I'd like to see these and then we can decide what we're doing. It's possible that we, yeah, I'm not using missiles and I am using drone parts. It's possible we won't see a store here because there was this beacon up here and that could be our only one. Hopefully can knock this offline before it ever fires, just in case. And also because if we knock that offline, they're probably powering the basic laser anyway. Yep. Keep those shields down. This sees pretty much the rest of the sector. No, we're not surrendering slavers. Nice work, anti-drone. I do not recommend trying to swap between the two drone types because, well, yeah, this can happen and other things. Glad those shots both hit, because I knew they had level 3 drones. It's 2 power in this, 1 in this. And had we just hit that with the mini beam, there's a possibility that would have stayed up. Yeah, this sort of situation is one of the reasons I don't like venting oxygen, because like, it's very easy to have a situation where you get hit in oxygen and clone bay, and suddenly you are at risk of your crew just all dying. We do have a rock, fortunately, to put this fire out. Okay, I now have enough scrap to buy shields. Okay, so if we want to go to this store, we have to go to the exit either from here or from here, I think. It looks like we have 3 jumps here. Yes, we have 3 jumps for the exit, so I wish the store connected and like go fight, store out, but it doesn't. And I have no way to go to this fight and then directly to the store. So I think my path will be here, store, here, out. Hopefully that's a fight. And if it isn't, well, an unmarked beacon here is not any worse than going to this unmarked beacon here, so... No, this is a possible double reward and we're about to go to the store, that's great. Actually, depower this for a second, now repower. I want to block the laser, I don't care so much about the ion. Yeah, I messed the timing up. No, I'm not accepting the supposedly more generous bribe. Doesn't seem that generous to me. Come on, double roll. Yeah, that's why it's often worth rolling the dice on that event. The negative bit of a... Ooh, wow. Okay, well there's no shields, but there are weapons here, so... These are both really good. In fact, all three of these are good weapons, but the small bomb is clearly third place here because... well, I only have 5 missiles, and there's a heavy laser one that's clearly better. The downside... So the choice here, the heavy laser, if I buy it, I can use immediately. The upside of the burst laser 1 is that it is more shots. So in the long run, like if I'm running charge laser, heavy 1, mini beam, that kind of struggles against 3 shield chips. However, I'm going to take this because the immediate benefit is greater, and FTL is a game where if you get immediate benefits, often you end up with better results over the long run anyway. Oh, there's another store. That's fine. We have exactly enough scrap that if there's shields there, we can sell everything for them. And we will definitely do that, even though it will make me sad. Okay, there's no shields here, so whatever. Yeah, by the time the difference in shots between the heavy shot quantity between... Oh, I should fucking put that shield drone on. That was a mistake. Whatever, I saved the drone part. By the time the benefit of the extra one shot burst 1 becomes significant, you may well have got shields hacking and cloaking and be completely safe anyway. Zoltan or Rock? These are both 2 store sectors. We are protected against the Rock live mines. We're not too concerned about that, and there's no Zoltan energy bombers in Sector 2. A Zoltan ship could still be quite bad just because if one rolls with a Zoltan shield and strong weapons. Admittedly, our weapons are quite fast and get through Zoltan shields quite quickly, but we also have no shields. I think I'm going to go Zoltan on the deciding factor that this has the option to go green in Sector 3 and this way doesn't. And I don't think Zoltan shields are going to be too bad at the moment. Stay away from those hazard ones. Pulsar's not too bad with Stealth C. I'm certain it's clear you must not destroy my vessel. Well, I don't really care whether you want me to not destroy your vessel. They have a heavy laser, so of course I would fucking destroy the vessel. Thank God that arrived. Turn this off for a moment and then back on, and that should therefore be fast enough to block the heavy laser. Or of course I can do that. No, it wasn't fast enough. Drat. The recharge time on the shield overcharge drone is kind of weird. Maybe we can crew kill this, because that's fires, and they only have, you know, a mantis in there, along with their slug. They're not exactly great at fighting fires. Yeah, we did it. Cool. I mean, I already have those, but it'll break down into 25 scrap, and that's very welcome. That will mean that I have enough scrap that I don't need to save, that I don't need to sell those to buy shields. In fact, I don't need to now sell anything to buy shields. How convenient. And there they are. Now we want to spend the rest of the sector getting second shield bubble, a bit more power, and then we can start trying to get other systems in Sector 3. Especially, obviously, hacking. do this, that blocks the first volley. Effectively gives me a second shield bubble. Now we don't need repairs. I'm more interested in keeping my scraps so that I can prevent damage by upgrading my shields. Yeah, I'd be able to train on this if I had the second shield bubble, but I don't. I can flash my shields though here. Oh, for fuck's sake, I messed that up. Whatever, their mini beam is gone. 3 jumps it looks like, so distress, there, fight, out. Yeah, give me free stuff. Now I need power. I can get my second shield bubble up by... Oh, cool, it's Zoltan's... I was hoping this would be a fight because this often ends up when the Zoltan Science event comes up, the science ship, when it turns into a fight, they often drop drones, if I remember correctly, which obviously is very useful for us. It's time to train. Actually, this is faster. I won't bother training shields here. It would take forever, and it'll be quite a while before I would be willing to use shields anyway. Or will use shields. Before I'd be willing to have a crew member in there. I need 2 more crew before that. And also, because of the ion, it would take a long time for us to get that Turn the weapons off now so that we have 5% higher evade. Having better luck with the bait this Four more dogs. Let's go. Okay, so we can try to crew kill this ship. I think we want to. They have only Zoltans over there, so their ability to repair is going to be fairly slow, and especially to fight fires. I don't know what level that oxygen is. It's level 2. Unfortunate. I might try to shoot this with the heavy laser specifically because I want to try to get a breach or a fire in there. Yeah, there we go. That'll drain the oxygen from that room, which will cause this Zoltan to take damage. And if they both get to the point where their hit points are too low for them to be willing to stand in the room, well then they're definitely going to suffocate. Yeah, that's one we've already done the switcheroo on. And this one's taking damage. Of course, because... Yep, there we go. Because the oxygen was smashed, even when they fix the breach, they're still taking damage until they actually fix the oxygen and it comes back into that room, which we were going to, ensure they were never able to do. And as it turned out, we didn't need to fire at them again even a single time. Give me a high scrap reward. Okay, we didn't get a high scrap reward, we got a low scrap reward, but we did get an NG, which is pretty useful. We can still buy a power bar, so it's not the end of the world. NG can go on doors and be our run around repair guy. I want to put this shield overcharger on to block this missile, which means I need it to not block this. Let's give it 1, 2. Timing on this is a little bit unclear, especially since I don't know what kind of missile that is. But I pulled it off. I knew this fired at 8 seconds and that this, normally the shield overcharger, the first one, takes 8 seconds. I think I got distracted when I was saying this before. The shield overcharger, first one takes, the first layer of the Zoltan shield goes up 8 seconds after it's activated. And then each subsequent one takes a little bit longer. But if you, what I was trying to do in that earlier fight where we got hit by the heavy laser is that if you depower it after the first one goes up and then it gets hit and then you repower it, it will reset the timing back down to the first level, which is the lowest one. Whereas if you've left it powered the whole time, it will remember the higher level of timing, even though the first level of the Zoltan shield is no longer there. Oh cool, we've got the civilian sector to go to that we carefully won for ourselves. But yeah, I knew there that it would take 8 seconds for the Ion to fire. Actually a little bit less because they have weapon manning on the ship, but it takes time for them to reach us, and the missile would be either 9 or 10 seconds. Depending on whether it was a Leto or an Artemis, I had no way of knowing which. Okay, we have a gigantic fucking nebula, so the nearest store is here or here, so I'll just buy another power bar now. We should be able to make 80 scrap by the time we exit this ginormous, beautiful nebula. This ship is quite unique. Actually, you're gonna fix the oxygen after this, aren't you? Not well thought through. shot. Nah, fuck it, let's blow these idiots up. I might have been able to goad them into double boarding me, or just boarding me with the NG, but I think that I probably didn't have enough hull at that point to be able to goad them and to then actually get the O2 kill. We're gonna go into this corner. I mean, this event is useless, but we will see more stuff in the nebula with our long-range scanners. Get vented. So, okay, cool. So we found 2 fights. Here, there's no way I can use the shield overcharger to block the missile because the beam drone will constantly interrupt it. They could also fire this at one point of charge and thus destroy it. They didn't do that. God damn it. Anti-drone to the rescue. They have a fucking damage buffer on this, that's why it stayed up even after I mini-beamed it. Nice dodge. You fuck off. This ship is also not too dangerous. What kind of bomb is this? That looks like it's an ion bomb. No, it's a stun bomb. That's the least dangerous thing it could be. Can we goad this NG into coming over here? Okay, 5 seconds have passed. Excellent. We can take damage here, but it's not terribly likely. They need to stun bomb us. We're gonna both fight them and vent them to make sure this NG dies. I don't really care that much about the Mantis, but I want their NG dead. Let's do this. Okay, cool. I don't care about that Don't know what level oxygen that is, so I might as well fire at it with the heavy laser. If I do this, that should pull them because that's a higher priority system. There we go. By the time they've finished fixing their weapons, if they even do that, they'll be virtually out of O2. Okay, they've given up even on doing that because the oxygen is now below 25%. But this mantis should be too slow to fix that even once. It takes 25 seconds for a mantis to fix one system level, and it does not take 25 seconds for the oxygen to drop from 25 to 0 and then to suffocate. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, okay, I was close. It takes about the same amount of time, I guess. They fixed their oxygen there, but it takes a moment for it to actually come back, and they didn't have that moment. We will manually search. Awesome. Keep our eyes peeled for a recovery arm. And it can also be useful in certain fights. It's not, even if we don't get the recovery arm, like it's good if we fight an enemy with a Zoltan shield or something like that. Cool, we stopped that from firing all 3 of its shots. Unfortunately, this will be a low scrap reward, but that's fine. 11 scrap. Okay, so we've already had manually searched these other events. One of them is going to be borders with scrap, and one of them is going to be a fight against an auto ship. Those are the only 3 beacons. Manually search and those 2 options are the only beacons that look like this in nebulas in civilian sectors. There's another one that appears in Zoltan sectors where you have a choice where it says at the beginning of the fight to secure the fuel or secure the ammo, and that is a fight that requires you to get a crew kill to get a good reward. Even though there's nothing indicated here, I'm going to take it anyway because it only cost me half a fleet pursuit. And yeah, there's this blue option. Cool. We have a rock. You can be shield rock, I guess. So we are manning our shields after all. Use those 3 borders. How convenient, I've just obtained a rock. No, you go in there and help my slug out. By help out, I mean you go and do all the fighting and my slug will flame. Their piloting skill is precious. Yes, we will gladly attack the auto ship. Good. Nice. Double reward and a drop. So we'll go here and we'll, for the first time, be able to see whether there's a store. We should be able to see every beacon except maybe this one because that location sucks. We've taken all of this nebula except I think maybe 1 beacon in the nebula we didn't see. Oh, yuck. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna take some damage here. I can't power my second shield bubble and keep more than 1 of my weapons up. Which really sucks. Go fix it. Actually, my O2 hasn't fully repaired from last time, so it's most important to go and fix that, I think. Yeah, I thought I could get that in time. Buy a power bar. It's not helpful for situations like this. Need to go and fix that. Find one more. I could actually get cloaking and hacking together if I needed to by selling enough of these drones and or the long-range scanners, but I mean this gets me to 202 and these two together get me to 236 from there. 230 is enough to buy both of them. It wouldn't leave me with much for repairs, but I mean if I get cloak hack here, what the fuck do I need to do repairs for? I'm not exactly going to be taking very much damage if I get those. That's weird. I pulled my mini beam in slot 2 and didn't fire it, I think, when I went to click on the heavy laser, which I actually had in slot 2. Cool, multiple stores. There can be maximum of 3 in this sector. Let's take this fight. That sees almost every other beacon, and then we can... Cool, this is a double reward, and the ship can't hurt us. I like that combination. That level 3 oxygen. This might not work. Making sure to place my beams so that I actually damage this person. Cool. That resets the repair progress, but I don't think that we've done enough. Unless maybe we get a fire on our next mini beam, I don't think it's gonna work. And we didn't. Yeah, because that ended up being level 3, it was never, and we didn't fully take it down on our first volley, it was never down that long on each set of time in between when we were doing damage to him, so we weren't able to... Oh, okay, there's 3 stores here. So, go here, and then we'll move along to all the stores, and then we're probably good for the run. We will attack this pirate. Let's put this shield overcharger drone up here to give us an effective third shield bubble. I actually should have intentionally timed that to go off after the heavy one, but it doesn't matter because we stopped the burst 2 from ever firing. There we were not so lucky. So our shopping list, I'm not actually sure if we'll get to this bottom store, but our shopping list at these stores are hacking, cloaking, a drone recovery arm. Yeah, we won't actually get to that bottom store, but oh well, we get 2 anyway. Hacking, cloaking, a drone recovery arm, a flak one if we see one. Backup battery would be nice, but is at the bottom of the priorities list. If we can get drone recovery arm, more offensive drones. Things like that. Okay. Or, you know, hacking and a burst laser 2 will also do. Like this for the moment. I'm not sure which of these I want in the long term. This is more shots. And this is more fire chance. We'll have a think about that. I won't buy any repairs here because... no. I want to see what's at the next door. Now, should I buy this backup battery? If I buy the backup battery and weapon control, that will take me to exactly 0 scrap, but it will make it more likely that this clears off the system list, and then it's more likely that cloaking will appear in the future. Since we don't have sensors, we will not hit the system cap. There's a limit where if you have, I believe, more than either 10 or 11 systems on your ship, that they just become less likely to turn up in stores. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think it's 11 actually. And if you have that many or more systems on your ship, they're less likely for just systems to appear at all. But we're not at that limit owing to our lack of sensors. So, buy this and this. We can now run like this. I can maybe commit to whether I want to do this or this. Because then I can actually sell one of these weapons. Do you know what? I'm going to go like this because it's more shots. This can't set fires, but it's fine. I can use this as a dedicated shield popping weapon. With hacking, I want to be able to hack weapons anyway, which means that more shots for getting through shields is quite helpful. What's your specialty? Your specialty is of absolutely 0 use to me. Oh great, Zone 4. And there's an immediate store, which is not ideal. This is Zoltan Homeworld, so we might be able to get a Zoltan shield here. That'd be nice. I often, when going to Zoltan 4, I often want to get up to shield 6 like immediately. I'm a little bit less concerned about this because our weapons are very fast. We have a combat drone for popping down Zoltan shields, and we have an anti-drone in case of energy bombers. We might as well counter the remote hacking, even though it doesn't do anything because it's hacking our sensor system that we don't have. No, actually, I need you in there. You guys now go over there. Go have a big old Royal Rumble. We're definitely not going into the asteroid field where we will violate the Natural Mineral Protection Act. That's an awful lot of fire. They do have an NG, but that's still a lot of fire in a walkthrough. And it's spread into their shields. Unfortunately, hacking does not, to the best of my knowledge, limit their how well they fight fires. Like, it does have their repair speed, but it doesn't do anything in terms of what they do to fires. However, it makes it easier for fires to like spread in and out because they can't easily run around and put out fires elsewhere. I do need the fires to either continue spreading in there or for them to fail to upgrade to fix their oxygen. I think I need that spread back in there one more time for this NG to die. Which, actually, it won't work, perhaps, because... Actually, it might. Damn it. I don't want to get hit by the flak. Had it got low enough, he may have tried to run out of the room, banged away on the locked doors, and died of fire damage while doing that, but we did not have the time to wait for that. Or the hull. We won't be able to buy cloaking at that store, but we need to go there for fuel anyway. And, you know, we're looking out for drone recovery, armor, all this stuff. Cut that shit out. This store has fuck all except for fuel. Let's get hacking 2 now and the power for it. Sure. I could take these unmarked beacons intentionally because they might be the Zoltan Shield quest. No. Look around still for more stores. No, don't look into the Zoltan Eye. You can lose crew there even with a Klonba. Go down here first. This is a scary fight. Yeah, this is definitely a fight where I'm glad that I have the charge laser instead of the heavy laser, because it makes me much more likely to just get through those shields. Turns out these guys had terrible dodge, so I'd have been able to get through anyway. But that wasn't a probable result. Okay, still no store spotted. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I don't like chasing the Zoltan Shield quest and the Zoltan homeworlds, because just look at how many unmarked beacons there are. It's not like trying to find the look around quest in the Rebel Stronghold where there aren't very many beacons like that. Also, this is frustrating. I did not realize that until just now. Let's look here then, and then we're probably going up towards that exit. I mismicroed the mini beam there, but it doesn't matter. We've got rid of their only weapon that matters. Fire your basic laser at me to your heart's content. Yeah, I don't have any way of being able to go there without diving. And what's the point? I can't buy the thing that I most want, so we will skip it. Yeah, here is the fight that I was referring to. We need to crew kill to get a good reward here. I know Caravel skips this fight because it can spawn and be very, very dangerous. The AI has... I know Caravel has done some testing on this and is not exactly sure, but basically the AI is stronger in low power battles often than you would expect it to be, which, given that this is a fight where if you can't crew kill you get a low scrap reward, there's a good argument to just say skip it. And in fact I'm going to skip this, having thought about it. You know, it could spawn with a Zoltan shield and a bunch of good weapons. And then what are we doing? We're taking loads of damage in order to get a low scrap reward. We have enough time to take this, so hopefully this is the Zoltan shield quest. Nope. Your weapons are hacked. Your dodge is apparently also hacked, but in the opposite direction. So is mine, apparently. Awesome. Yeah, I invite, if you ever think that the FTL RNG is rigged against you, I invite you to just watch that sequence. It's just that when RNG repeats many, many, many times over a large sequence of numbers, you will get improbable looking sequences. Woohoo! Got that offline. No damage. Nice. I'm gonna keep these. Actually, no, I'll put it like this because this is better at getting through Zoltan shields. But yeah, now I really, really want. I'm gonna go NG because we just need a store with cloaking and we win. Yeah, we really, really want a drone recovery arm now. Being able to use double drone offense, potentially up to triple drone offense with these really fast weapons is just kick-ass. But that's depending on us finding one, which admittedly of late we've had a lot of good luck finding drone recovery arms, so I'm hopeful that that trend will continue. Oh, for the love of God. This is to punish me for that speech a moment ago about how the RNG is not against you in this game, isn't it? Actually, you go there, you go here, you're better at fighting any fires, albeit there aren't currently any fires. Well, okay, there aren't currently any fires in that room. Probably running from this fight. Let them fire this, and then engage that. towers. I maybe should have put a shield drone up in this fight. Although, you know, it's not like the shield drone was going to do anything about them dodging repeatedly. Much better. I really do not want them to break my oxygen. Fortunately, my NG has enabled me to regain drone control very quickly. Door control, rather. Go back in there for 5% extra evade. For the love of God. Go and fight these idiots. Make sure people do not die. This, the dolphin flip. Go and fix this, please. This looks like a curb kill to me. Actually, they probably don't have enough hull for it. Depends on how it spreads around the ship. It probably won't get to oxygen before. Nah. If they had like 2 more hull, that would have been a crit kill. But it would most likely have burned out this room, then this room, then this room. It might have burnt out oxygen before blowing the ship up. But it probably wouldn't have then drained enough. Oh my god, it was that stupid fight as well. It fucking 19 scrap for that ridiculous encounter. Aid the civilian ship. People stop having level 3 shields and fucking burst laser 2s. Turn my oxygen back on. We're not O2 crow killing this even with the convenient oxygen location. Fine. Go kaboom then. Kind of would have liked a double reward in which one of the bits of the reward was a repair there. Go here, this spot's the most. This could be a map which would be useful here. It's not, but it's a bunch of scrap. Go here, this is the most. Secure the cache. Give me a drone. Give me a store. Wrong recovery arm game. Yeah, let's buy the automated reloader. Should I keep this? I think at this point I'm getting rid of this. We can use the combat drone in certain fights when we want to suppress shields more, and we can use the beam drone where we want to cut through resultant shields, and ideally we can use the drone recovery arm eventually and use both at once. We've gone past all the fights. Full repair then. Sure, we can give you 15 missiles. So yeah, this sector was awful in terms of scrap, but we basically now win the run. That is NG sectors in a nutshell. If what you need to store, they're great. Otherwise, they're quite bad. That's a little bit glib. They can be useful, even if you don't need stores in certain situations. Especially as alternatives to going to really hazardous sectors. NG sectors being probably the least hazardous sector in the game, although NG ships can be surprisingly dangerous. So they can spawn with higher levels of shields than you would expect for that stage of the game. Just go to the exit and I'll go to another store. It's only level 1 drum. That only level 1 drum control. Only level 1 mind control. Of course, even if we don't get drone recovery arm, with the number of drone parts we have, we could potentially use both of these drones just against the flagship. We wouldn't want to use them as a standard thing. But for helping us deal with the flagship quickly, you can break those out for, you know, even though the drone part usage isn't... Oh, we could have gone to the store anyway. Even though the drone part usage isn't sustainable, if you're just fighting the flagship, you don't need it to be. This doesn't see anything, don't go there. See, we found the store by not just being baited into fights. The store's not very good, but you know, we did find it and it had the potential to be good. There may not be any other stores this sector, that's fine. Hack that down, please. Yeah, beam drone didn't do anything except hit the Zolt shield, in large part because I couldn't be bothered to do the depowering stuff. But I didn't need it to do anything more. It's a matter of getting through the Zolt shields quickly in conjunction with the asteroid field, so I could hack those weapons. Search among the stores. Like this. Don't need to really waste time worrying about the cloak hack cycle there because they only had a single eye on. And by the time they had repaired their weapons enough, we were going to have been able to get everything off cooldown anyway. Go this way. But first, let's get hacking free. Oh yeah, we should get 100% cloak evade next. That's a little spooky. The weapon hack makes it much, much less so. I can't reach shields anyway, let's try to hit their cloak. That stops them from being able to use it to buy time to charge this stupid thing. Yeah, there's no way I can ever reach that. They fixed it and then Zoln immediately ran out of the room and switched it off. Give me my high scrap. Oh yeah, this. Okay. That does take me to below 50 temporarily, but we spot a bunch of fights already. Check this one first. No, I'm gonna keep my hacking. I have to use our other weapons a bit here because there's no asteroid field to help us out like there was last time. We'll let them fire this heavy ion, and then we will engage the big long hack to split up their weapons. Yeah, this is where if I had a drone recovery arm, I'd swap between the beam drone and the combat drone here. But unfortunately, if we do that, we won't actually be getting the drone part back, so I may as well keep using the one that I've already deployed. Those we're going to sync up. Here we will concern ourselves with the cloak hack cycle because they have an NG fixing the weapons, which will make it quite difficult to keep them down. That beam drone was parked too close to the shooting spot, and so when I repowered it, it went and saw a new one out rather than just immediately firing. That's why when you're doing the depower, I wasn't deliberately depowering it previously, I just happened to have depowered it. But that's why when you're doing the drone depower thing, you need to leave it close to, but not actually at, a spot that it can fire from. Okay, there's a store. Let's save our scrap and take these two fights. Yikes. Anti-drone, help out here. Double offensive drones in an asteroid field is... Double offensive drones with a heavy 2 is particularly spooky because the drones and the asteroids can take your shields down, and that thing can do massive damage. Anti-drone is really showing its worth in this fight. My weapons, not so much. Being cloaked for long periods of time also buys more time for my anti-drone to blow their stuff up. Rip to the anti-drone. No damage in that fight. That's not actually a battle. Do we have enough space to go asteroid store distress? No. Does this connect? No, it doesn't. So we need to go store distress out, unless we want to dive prior to the exit. I don't really feel a need to do that. Blech. This store sucks. Well, we have a green sector left to go to next time, but it's not looking like drone recovery arm is happening. That quest we just got is an escort, so that could turn into a store. I probably should upgrade my doors. The ship is generally a bit vulnerable to boarders. My rocks over there. No, we're not accepting a surrender. We're taking your crew. Not taking your. We're taking your scrap. We're not taking your crew. It's the opposite of what I'm doing. I'll be up there. I suppose the people that they're offering are slaves. They're not actually their crew either. Yeah, let's do this. NG controlled. Take one jump. Yeah, give me free stuff. Very bad stores in the latter half of this run. I'm going to do this. Anti-drone is very good, and I'm not going to get rid of it. But I don't need it on my bar right now because NG ships don't ever have offensive drones. And mostly the other ships you can fight. There are some ships you can fight in this, like rebel ships. But we're more likely to fight something that has missiles than we are to fight something that... Admittedly, we have the cloaking hacking cycle for that, so maybe I should still be. That's a very promising fire. This NG is foolishly wasting his hit points going to try to fix oxygen. Yeah, this is... They won't try to fight these fires, so we have a good chance of just having them repeatedly spread back to oxygen and killing them in there. So, let's sit here and wait and watch. They may also die trying to do this. Once the NG is dead, which he now is dead, they're going to have a very... Actually, they've got another one, but still. They're going to have a very hard time actually fighting the fires that are going to repeatedly spread back to the oxygen room. And if these fires ever burn themselves out, that'll drain the oxygen, and if this gets fixed while that's going on, we just shoot that room. But I think that these are going to actually just all burn to death before that becomes relevant. Certainly you are. Deliberately let you in. Yeah, the air is gone in there, but it's a little bit too late for the Zol. Unexpected crew kill. Go here. This is an escort quest. It could be a store. It isn't, but it does reveal a store. Come on. You're no fun game. Get a little bit of fuel. We're not guaranteed to see another store at this point. Let's get my shields up. Actually, do I want the defense drone given that we have the cloak hack cycle? No. Get rid of it. Sometimes it can be useful. This costs a drone part and this doesn't, so... Sometimes it can be useful to have a defense drone because you can put it up against a ship with a fast enough missile like an Artemis, run them out of missiles, and then that can open up crew kill possibilities. But our ship is not well set up for crew killing anyway. We'll not be doing that against the flagship. We're just going to try to rush them down. We maybe didn't need to use a drone here. Nope. Gonna have a hard time keeping those shields down with 3 people in there repairing, but that should fuck their evade. No, should fuck their evade. Okay, good. I worried that we might have fired our shots too soon and they would have refreshed their shields before my mini beam could go off, and that might have allowed them to escape. But it didn't. I suppose the defense drone would be useful enough to try to do this one without hacking. Dolphin flip them. Their ion intruder is gonna slowly rumble its way over here. Do you know what? We are gonna hack, but we're not hacking their weapons, we're hacking their drones and switching that stupid fucking thing off. The ion intruder is still here, but is no longer running back towards my shields because we blew up that initial warning drone. Okay, you go fix these unsightly holes in my ship. We want that anyway. There's another one in here. Take this so we can see these jumps behind in case they happen to be a store. This is a fight we do not need to hack. Save as many drone parts as we can for using multiple offensive drones against the flagship. Oh cool, we got a crew kill there without really even trying. Exit, there, dive. Ignore, get a fight. Might as well make use of that while we can, because it's gonna get run up eventually. I need to just fire my 2 lasers at the same time so that they maximize the little window where my beam can strike. Yeah, there we go. I mean, they have fucking NGs in both of these rooms, and they have a system repair drone actually keeping any of their rooms damaged. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare. I'll just do this, yeah. bit more hull damage. Drag their pilot. You fucking asshole. Well, the good thing about them hacking my hack is that if necessary, I can hack their piloting to try to stop them escaping. Which I'm going to need to because I think multiple of our laser shots collided with theirs. Oh my god, and they engaged the fucking hack. You fucking dickhead. Well, there goes our scrap. I didn't need to jump away from that fight. I shouldn't have done that, in fact, because if there was... I'm tired. If there was a second part of that reward, I would have got it, and it didn't. Some fights, if they're running, cause the fleet pursuit to double, but all of those are fights where they're running from the start of the fight, and they work there. That was just an instinct born out of disgust as much as anything. These stupid assholes are running. Let's do this. Damage a whole bunch of different systems. And now we don't there. We won't try to kill this ship. Let's just hack their weapons and get out. Oh, I didn't actually fire my other weapon. Can't really expect to get all their shields down when I don't fire enough fucking lasers to do it at all. We definitely want repair stations in this sector. Prioritize those over fights due to drum parts. Since we have the cloak hack cycle here, I'm going to actually prioritize trying to hit shields. Albeit, I'm mostly damaging with a mini beam, and that can potentially damage both rooms anyway. Now I will shoot at weapons. Not wasting time trying to get Kirk kills here. Okay, I have loads and loads of drones. And it doesn't look like we're finding a store, and therefore we're not getting a recovery arm. But we can do this. And we'd like to upgrade the backup battery for powering these. Might even want to go to drones 5 to be able to run all 3 of them in phase 2. The anti-drone's not very good. It doesn't do anything at all in phase 3, and is in phase 1 all it would do would be to try to shoot down the hacking drone, but it's very ineffective at that. But it's awesome for phase 2. I'm gonna actually use a combat drone here to help me pop shields. It was a good idea. Okay, good. Now we've got their shields down to a more acceptable level. Dolphin flip successful. Right back at you. Our battle shall be legendarily slow. Especially if you do that. Most dangerous weapon here is the bomb. We can desync the ion and the laser if it becomes necessary. But the bomb could hit my cloak or my hack and fuck it up. Actually most keen to hit their hacking here just because it'll stop them from constantly slowing my fucking weapons down. That would require them to not dodge 3 of my 5 shots repeatedly. Okay. Go boom. Gonna hold my scrap just in case there's a store there. Although actually at this actually never mind, because at this point even if there is a store there with a recovery arm, like I'll get enough scrap that I could sell the scanners for it, but also who cares, I'm already planning to use these drones without the recovery arm. I only need enough to fight the flagships. Oh, yuck. Okay, not powering them here because we're going to jump away and come back. Hack this. See if I can cloak the lasers if needed. Which it is. Okay, well that is getting taken over, unfortunately. Okay, if they do it again, unfortunately, we have to just roll with it. That's much better. We probably won't get enough scrap from this, unfortunately, to do what I would like, which is to upgrade my drones. dive after this one. Actually, shoot everything at shields. Putting 1 point of damage on this is enough that we can cloak it every single time. As we have seen on previous runs, reducing shields down is very, very helpful when you're using a drone offense. Pull my shield. That was just too slow, actually, but we dodged that one. Just give me more power. Going like this. We'll power combat and anti-drone, I think, in this phase then. Since we can't power all 3 drones. Anti-drone might stop the boarding drone from getting to my ship, but that's extremely unlikely. Okay, we'll power the... I did not mean to do that. We're resetting now. We have to do a dive for it, but it's fine. Let you out and then here. Don't want to cloak at high levels because I want this to come off cooldown sooner or when I'm fighting the flagship. Yeah, I made that mistake partially because I'm tired and partially because I got thrown off by them shooting down. When they shot down the combat drone, I think I took that at first. Even though I knew they'd shot down the combat drone, I took the sound cue that they'd shot down the hacking drone. Which thus made me think I needed to launch a new one. Of course, I lose those drones that I had already activated there. Also, that's... Oh, no, that didn't shoot it. I was sure that was going to shoot that down, despite the fact that even though I'd done the depower, it looked like it was going to be angled in such a way that it would shoot the hacking drone down anyway. Hitch hack now. You two go and deal with this. Swap you two around. Cool, we got a couple kills there. Not very many, but a couple. We can't spend this scrap on anything, can we? No. We'll chase after them. We're not going to do a retreat maneuver though, I don't think. We'll just fight them away from the base. Actually, if that's going to be the case, we might as well wait for them to come back, because that gives us slightly more health. Just venting this idiot. You can get out of there and stop affecting my bed. And let's hold off a bit. I think that's gonna last long enough. Get attack now. Here I am going to shoot at the missiles because I want to take them down. Nice work, drones. Good, we got a fire. Vent you out of there. You can't dodge. Cool! 0 damage flight. Drones got actually fairly low there, partially because I fucked that. That time I fucked up phase 2 cost us 4 drones. But still, that was a very smooth run. Decent stats all around. You tend to get slightly higher than average scores because when you have long-range scanners. This is actually slightly below my average in terms of a score, but we did go to multiple NG sectors. So that is somewhat to be expected. We are halfway to 28. 3, 2, 1, and go. We just did that. We've done that. We've done that. We haven't done Slug B. Okay. So, we'll do some boarding next time. I hope you enjoyed the run, and I will see you for Slug B. Bye for now.